Hi guys, Excel Insider welcomes you back to the channel. Today in this episode I will show how you can merge data from multiple sources and get the output in a single Excel file. These multiple sources can be PDF files, Excel files, text files or file in any other format that Excel supports. For today's episode I will be using these four files as my input files and get the consolidated data in the sales report file. Guys, let me first give you a brief introduction of my input files. In the sales data file, I have customer ID, invoice number, invoice date, product name, size, and the value. In the customer details sheet, I have the customer ID, customer name, phone number, the segment of the customer, email ID, and the country. In the region details file, I have the country and the corresponding region. And in the dimension detail sheet, I have the dimension for every combination of product and size. So guys, those were my input files and I would be merging my input files into sales report. Let me open the sales report file. Guys, here I have mentioned all the fields from my input files, and in my output file, I would like to have a comprehensive sales report having all these columns. The customer ID will come from the sales data. The customer name, segment and country will come from the customer details. The region will come from the region details file. Invoice number, invoice date, product name and size will come from the sales data. The dimensions will come from the dimension detail sheet and the value will come from the sales data file. The customer name, segment and country will be linked by the customer ID. The region will be linked with the country name. The dimension will be linked with the product name and size from the sales data file. Guys, if I need to prepare this sales report in a conventional way, I need to consolidate data on a single sheet by using VLOOKUPs from different input sheets. Here I will show how you can merge data from all these input files into one output file without using VLOOKUPs or any other Excel function. Guys, we will use Power Query for that. In Power Query, we will build connections with all the input files. To create connections with the input files, just go to Data, Get Data, From File. Here you can see that I can import data from multiple type of files. As my input files are Excel files, I will click the first one. From here, just select your main input file. For me, it's sales data. Import. Select the sheet you want to import. Here you can see the preview of the data. If everything is okay, just click the arrow next to the load button and click load to. Here I have option to import my data as a table, as a pivot report or a pivot chart. But right now I only need to create a connection. So check the fourth one and hit OK. Here you can see that Excel has created a connection with the sales data. Now in the same way, I need to import my other three input files. For that, go to get data from file, from workbook. Next is my customer details. Import. Just select the sheet. Check everything is okay. Load to and create a connection. Now repeat the steps. Get data from file, from workbook. My region details. Import. Select the sheet. Here you can see that my column headers are not recognized. Instead of country and region, I am getting column 1 and 2 as my header. To correct it, just click transform data. Here in this Power Query editor, just open the drop down here and click use first row as headers. Now click close and load, load to and create a connection. OK. My third connection is created. Now for the fourth one, get data from file, from workbook. My dimension details, import, select the sheet. Here also my headers are not recognized. Hence go to the Power Query editor by clicking transform data. In the Power Query editor, just open the drop down from here and click use first row as headers. Now click close and load to, close and load to, and only create a connection. Hit OK. Now all my 4 connections have been created. In the second step, we need to define the relationships among the input files. For that, go to get data, combine queries and merge. Here select the main query. For me it says data, and the second query may be customer master. Here both the tables are displayed. To create a relationship, I need to define a common link between these two tables. Here the customer ID. Just click the customer ID from the first table and the customer ID from the second table. Here you can see the message that all the matches have been found. Now click OK. Here you can see that my customer detail file has been merged. Now click these two outward pointing arrows and select the fields you want to import. For example, I want to import customer name, segment and the country. Hit OK. Here you can see that all the relevant fields have been pulled up. Now I need to merge country with the region. For that, go to merge queries. My first query is here. Now select the second query, country region. Now define the common link. Here country is the common link. Select country from the first table and select country from the second table. Here you can see that all the matches have been found. Hit OK. Now click these two arrows and import the relevant field. Here region is the relevant field. Hit OK. My region is imported. Now I will import the dimensions. For that, go to merge queries. My first query is here. Select the second connection, dimension details. Now I need to define the common link. The common link is the combination of product name and size. To multi-select the columns, select the first relevant column, then press and hold the control key from the keyboard and select the second column. Here you can see that my columns have been marked as 1 and 2. Now select the same columns in the second table in the same sequence. Here just click product name, press and hold the control key and click the second column. My columns have been marked as 1 and 2, and here you can see that all the matches have been found. Guys, here one thing to be kept in mind is that the sequence of selection of columns is very important. Here if I reverse the sequence, for example size and then product name, then my matches are gone. So please make sure that you select the right sequence of the columns. Now click OK and import the relevant fields you want. Here the dimension, hit OK. My dimensions have been imported. From here I can give a name to my query, for example sales report. In the Power Query editor I can even arrange my columns. For example, customer name should come next to the customer ID. The customer segment should come next to the customer name. The country should come before the invoice number. The region should come after the country. And the dimension should come after the size. Now my columns have been arranged. I can rename the columns from here. For example, only dimension. Here I need only region. Here I need only country. And here I need only customer name. Here my table has been arranged. Now click close and load to and click close and load. Here you can see that Excel has consolidated all the data in a separate Excel sheet. If you don't want to see your data in an Excel table and directly want to create a pivot table, you could have created a pivot table directly from the Power Query editor. But here to do that, just right click the query and click load to. In this dialog box, just click the pivot table report instead of table and hit OK. Here Excel is asking to delete the table and replace it with a pivot table report. Click OK. Now the Excel table is gone and the pivot table is here with all the relevant fields. From here I can make a pivot table in a way I want. For example, region, then the country, then the segment in columns, and value in the data field. Now just format the pivot table you want. I want to see in a tabular form. Resize the columns, change the name to fit. Guys, this consolidated sales report has been prepared without using any copy paste or VLOOKUPs. Data consolidated through Power Query is dynamic in nature. If there is a change in your input files, your output query will update automatically. For example, in the sales data, I have a new entry, maybe customer ID 500, invoice number is 123, date is 31st December 2020, product name is Checkers, size is medium, and the value is 1000. In the customer details, I have customer ID 500, customer name is customer 500, mobile number I am leaving blank, the segment is new segment, email ID I am leaving blank, and the country is new country. Now I go to the region detail file. Here I add the new country and add the region. Now I go to the dimension file and add the dimensions for Checkers. Big, medium, small. Size is X, Y, and Z. Here all my required entries have been done. Just make sure that you save all the files before updating the Power Query. Now go back to the sales report file and just refresh the pivot table. My pivot table has been refreshed, new segment has been added, and new region has also been added. To see the existing connections, just go to the Data tab and click Queries and Connections. Here you can see that Excel has loaded 860 rows. Earlier it was 859. Guys, through this way you can consolidate your data very easily without having the hassles of copying and pasting and putting on VLOOKUPs. Guys, here I finish my today's episode. I hope you would have liked it and learned something from it. If you would have liked today's episode, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe the channel for more such videos. I welcome your suggestions. Please leave those in the comment section. I will try to implement. The link of the practice file I will leave in the description section. You guys can download and practice. Guys, if you have any doubts left, then please leave those in the comment section. I will try to resolve those. Now guys, I will take a leave. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye and see you in the next video.